Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you how to analyze the market in forex, how to analyze the forex market and predict the next market direction. So I'm still going to show you some of the trade we took upper last week, some of the trade we took upper last week. So I will start from the beginning to the end here. Okay, so start from AUDCAD. As you can see on AUDCAD, the trade we took on AUDCAD was very good. I love it. Okay, you can see the market was moving downtrend, right? So we have to follow the trend. So we need a confirmation to follow the trend. That is why we see a confirmation here. Then we place a sell order. Same thing here. We place a sell order. Okay, so that was the trade we took last week, upper last week. Okay, so I'm going to delete it now. Then I will give us another example, another analysis. So I'm going to draw a level here. Okay, then I'm going to make the support level also. Okay, so now as we can see, the market was moving a downtrend. Now the market has now breaking the upper trend line. So in this case, it means the market wants to go more up from this level. Then we can also see the price movement. We can also see the price movement. Okay, so the market has created a higher low here, higher low. Now it's moving up, so we are seeing some bullish momentum. So in this kind of situation, when should you enter the trade? That is the question. Okay, so when the market break a level like this, you don't have to buy immediately. You have to buy at the key support level. That means you have to wait to see if the market will come back to this support zone. Okay, if the market will make a retracement back to this support zone, this is where you should start buying. This is where you should start buying. The market make a retracement back to this support zone, so this is where you start buying. Okay, don't just buy in the middle of nowhere. Don't say because the market has break the level you want to start buying. That is wrong decision. So start buying when the market make a retracement. So the market might there must be so many noise in the market. Maybe the market might try to create what we call some noises that making some movement, and they finally make make a way out to this level. So then you can start looking for a buy opportunity here. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why you should wait for the perfect entry to enter the market. Don't just enter blindly, because now we can see the market is creating high highs and higher low, a continuation pattern. So after breaking this upper trend line, the market is now moving up. So we see some bullish momentum. If the market might make some correction back to this support level, this is where you should start buying. If the market did not make a correction back and the market start moving up, there's still opportunity to enter the trade. Okay, so not to enter at any level. Don't enter the trade here. Don't even bother to sell. Don't bother to sell here in this kind of situation. Okay, so it's not wrong. It's not good to sell. Then AUDCHF, AUDCHF, the market is still in a consolidation mode. So last week, maybe upper last week, this is the analysis we do on AUDCHF, but the market made some break out from the trend line and did not go too far, but still in a ranging mode, trying to go down, trying to find its way to the downside. So this kind of pattern, we call it new trend build up. This was uptrend, right? Now the market is making a new trend. So as the market is making a new trend, this is where the market was talking. So better for us to pay attention to the new trend. So better now we should look into what is going to happen. I think the market is still trying to go down, making a new trend to the downside. Okay, that is what I expect in AUDCHF. But okay, so let me draw the chart again. Okay, so as we can see the market movement now. So let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what's going to happen at the support trend line here. Then we also have because this is minor downtrend. Market make a higher high, higher low, higher high. Then now making market now is making a higher low, but not this time. So this is a sign of downtrend. So I'm expecting a breakout. After breakout, a little correction, then continuation to the downside. So if the market did not break the level here, it might go up again, make the same movement. Okay. But what I'm expecting here is after seeing this uptrend, the market is stuck in this triangle formation. So I expect the seller to break the lower level. So the market might take some time to break. Maybe the market will still make a small retracement before it finally break. But this is the kind of movement I'm expecting in AUD AUDJPY. AUDJPY, the movement, the market movement, and the signal was awesome because we can see that we need the market to go up again to this level, and it did happen. So after then, we see the market make a downtrend from the same level. Now the market is still at the same level here, the same resistance level. These are the signals. These are the signals of last week. So I'm going to make a new. Okay, so I'm going to draw resistance, support, resistance, and support. Okay, this is high, low, new high, then the market is making it, and this is looking like a bearish candle here. So if there's any breakout at the support level, you should expect seller's entry. You should expect seller's entry. If there's any breakout, but if there's no breakout, you should expect at least maybe the market will move up, make a little retracement, then come down. So this is the movement I'm expecting in AUDJPY. So let's see what's going to happen next. So the market make a breakout or make some. If the market break the lower trend line, you can expect a downtrend. Or if the market did not break the lower trend line, you can expect some buyer's entry. Maybe break the upper trend line and then make a strong pullback. Okay, so that is what I'm expecting in AUD JPY, AUD, NZD, Australian, New Zealand. So AUD, NZD, we can see the market will move in the same direction we predicted. So the market make a strong rejection from the support area and start moving up. Okay, so okay, to get a new trend line. So you can see some support level here, resistance, and the market will move downward. Also have some supports, and we have some area of supports. This is down uptrend, the market is still moving uptrend. So I expect ADNZD. This is uptrend, so I expect if the market will come back to this zone little bit and move up. So I expect the market movement in such a way like this. The market will come back to this one because this is uptrend. Market is moving up. So here we can see the market make some correction to this level. Now we have some support here, we have some resistance here, also we have the breakout. So we have some kind of retracement. There's any retracement, we're expecting the buyers to continue to the upside. So I'm expecting AUD NZD to move up. CHF, JPY, NZD, AUD, USD. So let's see what we get. Major trend up, minor trend down. The trend is down. We have some bias on this area. So we have some resistance zone. We have some resistance zone. This is downtrend, so I expect the market to go up a little bit and make a strong downtrend. Okay, so this is the movement I'm expecting on AUD. There's the Australian dollar versus US dollar. So I expect some bias movement to this level and then make a movement to the downside. SHF also have some movement to the upside. That was on the last week. Now the market make a strong momentum to the downside. You can see strong momentum of sellers, but the trend is still up. Okay, so let us not go against the trend. So we can see momentum of sellers, and there are some buyers at this area. The trend is still up. have some we have some sellers at this area. Okay, so here you can see the trend is up. So I think we should better go with the trend. Okay, so I think we should better go with the trend. But if anything comes out at the support level, we should expect sellers downtrend. But here I'm expecting buyers, CAT HF, ADCHF, ADCAD, ADCHF. Okay, so if any confirmation call at the support zone here, I'm expecting some. Okay, because I can also see strong level here. I can also see a strong support zone here. So I expect some buyers entry at this level. Because now I can see some rejection from buyers. If there's any bullish candle, then we can start buying the market from this support level. If there is no bullish candle, it means the market wants to go down. So this is my expectation. This is my expectation on CAD CHF, on CAD JPY. Let's see what we got on CAD JPY. The market moved down a short while on CAD JPY. From there, we have a strong rejection to the upside. Okay, but the major trend is up. Major trend is up. So we have some sellers around this area, and we have some buyers around this area. The market make a breakout from the lower trend line. Let me see AUDJPY. So we have the same movement. For this, only break the trend line, the downside, and the trend is strongly up. Okay, so there's a breakout here, and then the market have some strong level here. There's a strong support level here. There's a strong support level here. So the market will make a small retracement and then it's better going down. Okay. So because of this trend that is up, so I better to go with buyers in this kind of situation. I will explain to you when you should enter the trade. These are not just instant execution trade. So I will explain to you when you enter the trade. These are not just instant execution. Okay, so let's check this one. See check one. See what we got here. Okay, the market is in a ranging mode. Major trend is up. Market is in a ranging mode. Major trend is up. minor trend also is okay. So in a kind of ranging mode like this, we have some sellers at this area. We have some sellers at this area. We have a strong momentum, strong trend toward the resistance. Then we have some little correction in reverse. Then we have some correction. Okay. So what I'm expecting in CHLJPY is breakout to the upside. Let us check. Hard CHL upside. CHLJPY. So if there's any breakout at this resistance level, start buying. But if there is no breakout, start shorting CHL JPY right away. So let me check that JPY. So what is our expectation? So there are two things we should expect from CHL JPY. The first one is if there's any breakout at this resistance zone, you can start buying. If there's no breakout, if you see a confirmation here to enter with sell trade, you can start selling CHLJPY. So in this kind of situation, there's no opportunity here to start shorting the market or to start trading. So let's see what is going on Euro UAD. You can see that the market did move up in Euro UAD. Okay, we have some support level here. The market make a strong breakout and then start moving up. So really the major level is here. Okay, so the market still got to a direction. These are the trade we took last week. Okay. Here we have the support and we have the resistance. So we're going to check the trend. The trend is in the downtrend. So I think we should go with sellers, but not in the middle of the trend. We should expect to go with sellers at this resistance level. Okay. So Euro AUD is down. So let me see AUD CAD. Okay, so here we should expect seller's entry from this level. If we see any confirmation or maybe the buyer still make it to this level, we should start buying, start selling at this level when the trend is down. But if there's no breakout, if there's breakout, we should start buying. But I'm expecting confirmation here for sellers to enter from this level. Okay, here we have a strong downtrend. That was the trend we took last week. The market made this kind of movement, and we have a strong downtrend on Euro CAD. So I'm going to delete it now. You can draw a new structure. Still have buyers and sellers at this area. Buyers at this area. So the buyers are already breaking this upper trend line, make a strong bullish momentum starting from here, some bullish momentum. So what I'm expecting now is if the buyers make a retracement, if the market make a retracement, make some retracement, down to this level. If the market makes some retracement down to this level, okay, if the market make a retracement down to this level, we should go long for Euro AUD. We should go long for Euro AUD. Just same thing like AUD CAD. Sorry, we should go long for Euro CAD. Just the same movement with AUD CAD. Okay, that is Euro CAD. So Euro GBP, so let's check what we have for Euro GBP. Euro GBP moved to our direction and finally make a strong move to the upside. That was our prediction last week, upper last week. But still the market is still in a downtrend. So let's see where we should expect sellers entry in this kind of situation. And we have a strong momentum of buyers to the upside. So I really expect sellers at this area. If the buyers become weak, so we should expect some sellers here. Okay, we should expect some sellers here. So if the buyers make it to this resistance zone, so we expect some sellers from this resistance zone. Um, okay. But if this momentum will able to break this upper trend line, so we should look for the same level to start buying. So what I'm expecting on Euro GBP in this kind of situation is to look for sell opportunity here. Okay, but if there's no sell opportunity here, you should look for buy opportunity once there's a breakout. That is for Euro GBP. Then Euro JPY. Let's see what we got on Euro JPY. Euro JPY moved to our direction. That was last upper week. So the market make a retracement to this support level and then start moving to the upside according to the trend. That was Euro JPY. So Euro analysis. Still the market is still in an uptrend. So we should start looking for a buy opportunity. Okay, start looking for a buy opportunity. Market make support, resistance here, support, then we should start looking for a buy opportunity to this level. So where should we look for a buy opportunity? Okay, so what I'm seeing here is a kind of buyers aggressive move to the upside. Okay, so the market make a retracement back to the support level because we still have the major trend is up, the minor trend also is still up. So I think we should expect some buyers movements to the upside to this level. Okay, we should expect buyers movement to this level. That is Euro JPY. So let me see CAD JPY, see JPY. CAD JPY. NZ channel breakout, new uptrend. So the trend is still down, but we have some bias movement. Okay, the trend is down and the minor trend also is down. Okay, so we have some sellers here. But the major here we have some bias uptrend, some uptrend, but the major trend is down. Okay, the major trend is down, but we have some kind of bullish uptrend here. So here these two trends need to be confused about what will be the next movement. So let me see what happened here on that breakout. Okay. So I think this is still the trend, the major trend. So I expect, though after the breakout, you can see some seller trying to enter the market. But I should expect sellers entry as well. The downside. Okay. So I should expect sellers entry the downside. You can also see some sellers at this level. So you can also see some sellers at this area. So I expect sellers entry. If there's any breakout from this resistance area, then we should expect buyers entry. But Euro NZD, I expect sellers entry to the downside. So we should just stick around and follow the trend. Euro USD. Euro USD was in a strong bullish momentum. I think we should better go the same way because we can see the mega video trend is up. Then this also is downtrend. So because the mega video trend is up, we see some bullish movement. The market make some kind of movement to this level, then start looking upside. Okay, that is Euro USD. We have some sellers here, and we have some sellers here. We also have some sellers here. The major trend is still up. I expect some buyers to go more. So maybe the buyers will still continue to the upside. Okay, that's for Euro USD. Euro CHF. The market is very bad. So let's see what is trend. This is uptrend. Buyers, buyers, buyers. Buyers, 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 buyers. Sellers here. Sellers here. Okay. Then we have some rejection. I think according to the trend, we should go with buyers. USA check. Let's see what happened on the USA check. Down, USA check. USA check, JP1. Okay. USA check, I expect to go with bias. This kind of situation, just to follow the trend. So I expect to go with bias in this kind of situation because I can see some rejections from bias area. So I expect the bias entry in this kind of situation here on USH, GBP Let's see what we got on GBP Upper last week we predicted the market to go up. The market went up. Okay. So we see the market now is making the retracement down back to the downside, and the major major trend is down, but the current trend here is up. So I think we should better look for the buy opportunity. Okay, so we have some buyers here and buyers here. We also have some sellers here. This way. So I think according to the trend, we should expect some buyers movement, buyers entry from this support trend line to the upside. According to the trend, but we have some strong momentum of seller. They might likely to break the lower trend line, but I am expecting some buyers entry here according to this trend. So if there's any breakout from this lower trend line, then we should expect a sell order, we should expect sellers entry. But if there's no breakout, then we should expect buyers entry. Okay. GBP card. GBP card, the market went up after getting a rejection from the support level. Major uptrend, minor downtrend. So I think the market is making this downtrend. I think we should expect to go with the downtrend. But so let's see. So we have sellers here. We have sellers here. We have buyers around this area. Now when the buyers enter, we also have some buyers around this area. We also have a reversal here. So we see the sellers are trying to go down here, but we have some buyers retracement as retracement, and the market is going down. So what I expect in this kind of situation is after seeing sellers entry here, the market is making a retracement. So I expect the seller to do more than okay, I expect sellers to do more than to this level because the market is in a downtrend. See GBP Sage. The trend is up. So we look for buy opportunity. We have some uptrend, some buyers here. So we have some buyers here, and the sellers already break the lower trend line. Strong momentum of sellers break the lower trend line. So if the sellers become weak here, you expect buyers into. So we have sellers here. Okay. So what I'm expecting in this kind of situation is the buyers to enter from this level. So let's watch out. If the seller become weak, we should expect buyers entry at this level. That's GBP CHA, GBP JPY, just like what we predicted over last week and some of the trade before then. You can see the market was moving up, make a slow momentum loss. So we predicted the market should go down, it went down, became another signal, went down. Then from this support level, we saw the buyers try to go up. So we want the buyers to break the level, and if it happened, so we see the buyers is going up. Now the market is making interest rate. So let me see the barrel trend. Barrel trend is still up. So we should expect buyers entry here as well because the barrel trend is still up. We have some momentum back sellers. This is uptrend. We have some momentum of sellers. But we also have a reversal level here. We also have some reversal area here. So we should expect buyers entry at this level. That is what I'm expecting at GBP JPY. GBP JPY expect a bullish movement, except the buyers are not interested. If the buyers are interested, we should expect a bullish. Okay, just for us to go with the trend. GBP NZD, strong momentum of sellers. So let's see our setup. Okay, we predicted the market should make a fake out and make a fake out to the downside. So the market now has break the upper trend line, and the major trend is still the market is still moving up, but we have some momentum of sellers here. So here we have buyers at this area. The market is moving upward. You can see the market is moving upward. The market also creates what we call slow momentum loss. Slow momentum loss. So this is what we call slow momentum loss. The buyers are losing momentum. Now we have some buyers at this area. Okay, so we have some buyers at this area, but this is slow momentum loss. This was an uptrend. Then we have some buyers here at this area. But this time, the sellers are very strong to break the support area. So what do we expect in this kind of situation is if we see any breakout from this area completely, we should expect sellers to go more than at least make a correction. Maybe after the breakout, make a correction and down. Okay, so if there's no breakout, the buyers will definitely go up. If there is a breakout, the market will make a correction to the upside, then make a strong downtrend. Or if there's going to be a breakout, maybe the market will make some bid up here. Maybe like buyers will try to enter up or become weak. So we should expect some bid up in this level here. But if there is no bid up and there's a breakout, the market should expect to go down. So GBNZB, I expect downtrend here. So we call this pattern slow momentum pattern. GBP we call this trend reversal pattern. We have some resistance sellers, we have some support. So the market with debt of balance with the market should go to rejection here. Then it got rejection and move up. So now the market has come down. Okay. So let's for opportunity and what do we expect the market to do in this kind of situation. So let's see what we have. The trend. The trend is up. The major trend also is up. The major trend of minor trend up. So we have some bias. If we have some bias, also we have the hammer type candle. So I think here we should expect bias entry. Because also we can see reversal pattern here. Reversal pattern. So if this candle be closed as a green hammer candlestick, we should expect bias entry to the upside on GBP. So let's see if the bias if the candle will close as green hammer candlestick. We still have 31 minutes left for the candle to close. So here we have NZD card, we have a strong bullish. And then over last week, together the market should go down and it went down. So the major trend is still down. And finally, the market break the trend line. The market has already violated the trend line. So let me draw the trend line. The markets violate the trend line. Then start making high highs and high. So we have something like a double bottom pattern. Then the market break the trend line, make a retracement down to previous breaking trend line. Then we have some bullish momentum to the upside. So I think the bias is trying to go up on this level. So GNZD card is trying to go up here. Okay, just if the market will make a retracement, it's same thing like having AUDCAD and EUCAD, same thing NZD card. So if AUDCAD also did not make a retracement, I expect the market to go more. But if the market will make a retracement, you should expect the market to make retracement to this level. This is where you start buying. But NZD card also is also proving the same thing that we should start buying right away. But if the market will make a pullback to previous support level, the market will make a pullback to this area, we should expect the buyers entry. So we should expect some kind of buying opportunity here. But if the market didn't, then we go to next opportunity trade settle. So we have here NZDJPY. So let's see what we have with the trend. This is also what we call slow momentum. Okay, the markets break the lower level and went down. Strong sellers movement. but the trend is still up. So we should look for a buy opportunity. We should look for a buy opportunity. This is uptrend. The markets cross the trend line, and then we have hammer candlestick. So we have hammer candlestick at this area of reversal. So I expect the buyers to come more from this level. I expect the buyers to come more from maybe to this level. Okay, that is what I'm expecting on NZD JPY. You can see hammer candlestick at the support level. The trend also is still uptrend. So I expect some buyers entry to the upside. Here we have NZD USD market move according to what we predicted on NZD USD. Okay, the major trend is up. The major trend is up, minor trend is down. Okay, so here we have seller's entry, draw the seller's entries. We have buyers here. So according to this downtrend, I'm expecting sellers to enter from this level. So I'm expecting some sellers entry from this trend line. The market might not reach the trend line, maybe make some rejection from this resistance. So we should expect sellers entry on NZD USD. But I'm seeing the momentum of buyers. It might likely to break this trend line, and if they break the trend line, it means the buyers want to go more. USD card. USD card. This is what we predicted on the USD card. W pattern. Call it reversal pattern. Okay, the trend is down. The overall trend is down. USD card, the overall trend is down. But we have some sellers at this area. And we also have some buyers. Okay. And the trend also is still down. Then we have a resistance zone. So as the trend is down, I expect sellers to enter from this level. Okay. I expect sellers to enter from this level. So we need to wait for confirmation before we start shorting USD card. USD CHF also should be a sell order. Let's see. The market has not reached this level. No problem about that. Okay. So trend is up. The trend is up, and we have a support level here. Support zone here. So if there's any confirmation the buyers will enter here, we should expect some buyers movement to the upside on USD CHF. So I'm expecting confirmation with buyers on this support zone. If we have a strong downtrend, they might likely to break the level, but we should expect the buyers entry. this level. I see this check. Here's the JPY. Okay, uptrend. The market break the channel. The market is still going up. Other trend still up. But there's no opportunity here. So let's see what happens if the market will make retracement, make a correction. The market will make a correction to this level, and you start buying. Okay, we should start buying if the market will make a correction to this level. This is the JPY. So let's see what we got on. Let's see what we got on. Silver. On silver, we get the market should go down and it went down. So on silver, the market is still in a downtrend. The market is still in a downtrend. So here we have resistance. We have resistance. Then we have the bias at this area. So according to the trend, I think we should better go with the sellers as well on silver. Okay, I think we should better go with sellers as well. So in this kind of situation, what I'm expecting now is to see how this candle will close and start shorting. And start shorting the silver. Okay, so silver is still in a downtrend. These are correction, but I'm expecting a downtrend movement. If the buyers are very strong, they should be able to break this resistance and the market should go up. Now, lastly, on gold. So let's see what we got on gold. Oh, come on. You can see what happened on gold. I think this happened yesterday. I think that was yesterday on gold. Or maybe Friday. Maybe Friday stroke yesterday. So on gold, the market is still down. I think on gold there's nothing to predict here because of this gap. Really the market is not good, it's not in a good condition this time. So I think we should skip gold. So I'm going to go through again the whole charts. Then I'll explain some of the things what you need to know before you start predicting candles. What you need to know. Now look at this level, look at what I did here. The market should go up, right? Maybe you can start buying right away if you want to risk. Or maybe you buy and maybe you have enough money to make your stop loss to be below this level. Okay, you can start buying right away to make your stop loss be below this level and make your profit to be higher more than that. Or you should wait to see if there's any pullback, if there's any correction to this level, okay, before you start buying. If the market did not make correction, either you start buying right away. But one thing I expect is that if the market want to make a correction to this level, there's something that you should always see the market to do. One, make a correction to the downside. The market make correction to the downside, there must be a rejection. Make sure that there's a rejection at this support level. Once there's a rejection from buyers, the next candle also is green. That is when you should start buying. Don't buy if the market comes down to this level. Don't buy immediately. So these are the confirmation you should always wait for before you start buying. Don't buy or don't even think of selling. So either you buy right away or you make your stop loss to be below this level. Start buying right away and make your stop loss to be below this level, or you wait for the price to come to this level. And once you come to this level, that confirmation you should wait to see. One, it should be that the market got rejection from this level and buyers show up. That is when you start buying. If the buyers did not show up, if there's no rejection, the market might give us this fake movement, a fake breakout, and still come down again to this support level. So you better trade wisely. So on ADCHF, according to the trend, so the trend is still in an uptrend. So the trend is still in an uptrend. So that is why I said if buyers are able to enter from this level, buyers are able to enter from this level and also finally break this level and they make a pullback to this level, you can start buying. Okay, so any of these two can happen in this type of market. So you have to wait to see if the sellers will break this level and make correction. I don't say you should start selling right away. Wait for the pullback to occur. You might wait for this. You might wait for this. These are the things that you need to pay attention to. Or that is what we mean. That is what we mean by patient in trading. You might wait for days, wait for hours for it to happen. It's because I'm using 4 hours chart. Okay, so you might wait for this. It's not something you should rush. Okay, don't rush yourself. You might wait for this. Wait for either the breakout to the upside or breakout to the downside. Then you start buying or sell at the main key level. Okay, make sure before you start buying at the main key level, make sure there's a confirmation. Just exactly what I explained here, confirmation. Okay, then the JPY. If the JPY also can give us this fake, the fake breakouts, fake resistance breakouts. If JPY can give us fake resistance breakout, but the market is still in an uptrend. Okay, if the market give us fake resistance breakouts, this is not where you should start selling immediately. Wait for the market to again come back and close below this trend line. If the market come back and close below this trend line, that is when you should start selling. If the market did not close below the trend line, market did not close below the trend line, maybe stop exactly at this trend line, you can start buying right away. So there are three things you need to put in consideration on AUDJPY. One, wait for breakout to occur before you start selling. If there's no breakout, wait for breakout to the upside and wait for pullback to this level before you start buying. But if there's no pullback, wait for the price to close below this trend line before you start selling. So three things you need to put into consideration on AUDJPY. On ADNZD, on AUDNZD, the market is making some retracement. Okay, so once the market got rejection here and buyers show up on the next candle, that is when you should start buying. This is what I mean. Let's say this is a bullish candle with lower rejection and buyers start showing up. Maybe the candle was green, the next candle was green. The next candle was green and it closed as green. So you can start buying. Don't buy once you see rejection. Don't buy immediately. Once you see rejection and the next candle was green, wait for the candle to close before you start buying. So because most of the time the market will not give you what you want. Buyers might still, a seller might still enter to this level. That's why I say wait for the rejection and the green candle before you start buying. That is how to stay profitable in forex market. So here I expect the market to go more up from this level to hit this resistance area and then move downward. That is what I'm expecting on AUD USD because the market is still in a downtrend. So if the market go up to this level, wait for rejection. Make sure there's the rejection from this trend line and this area. And the next candle should be red. Wait for the candle to close as red. So wait for the candle to close before it starts selling. That is AUD USD. Card CHF. Now the market has got rejection. If the candle closes as rejection, the next candle was green. If the next candle is green, then it should start buying. That means we have to wait. After the candle closes with a rejection, you have to wait for next 4 hours for the candle to close before you start buying. And just buy immediately. Don't just buy immediately. But if there's no rejection, or maybe there's a rejection and the next candle was red, it means the sellers want to go more down. Or maybe the sellers are still there's still some few sellers here to still show up before finally. Okay, so you have to pay attention. Wait for a buyer's entry before you start buying. Don't buy immediately. The market might still go down, make a fake breakout. So don't buy. Trade wisely. Just what I said. The market got rejection. Now see what I said. The market got rejection from this support zone. Then buyers entered. But because of this strong downtrend, the market might still close below this area for a little bit, maybe by getting rejection from the previous level. So we can still expect the buyers to enter from the same level. Okay. So once you see rejection, you have some buyers here. So once you see rejection from buyers and the next candle was green, you can start buying right away. If there's no rejection and next candle was not green, you buy. CHFJPY below AD. If the market got this level, got rejection and sellers enter, start selling. These are the rules in trading. It might take time, it might take days, it might take hours, but you still have to be patient. Don't buy immediately, don't sell immediately. Trading is all about patience. Now we can see from this support level, we have some buyers at this area. Let me see some buyers here. So let me see some buyers here, just like what happened here. We have this rejection from buyers because there are some buyers at this area. Then we have a green candle that formed. Wait for the green candle to close as hammer or a pimper before you start buying. If the candle do not close as hammer or pimper, don't buy. And just be a fake buyers. Same thing here. So now the market are making a retracement, but the market is still going down. So it got the rejection from this sellers area. So what you have to do in this kind of situation is wait for sellers candle before you start selling. Don't sell immediately. Same thing here. You got the rejection. So wait for a green candle before you start buying. Same thing here. Rejection. Next candle should be green. If there's no green candle, you buy. So once the green candle appears here, you can buy. So all you need for you to wait for the candle to close. Once you wait for the candle to close, you start buying. Same thing here. If there's any green candle, you can start buying, maybe buy a short while. But there's no green candle and the market creates support level. You might make a correction and further correction still go more down. Same thing can happen to all this. If there's no green candle, it might go down. There's no green candle, it might go down. So now the market is making hammer candlestick. Wait for the candle to close before you start buying. Strong bullish candle. Wait for the market to come back to this level. Or you can start buying right away and make your stop loss to be below this level if you have enough balance. If you don't have enough balance, wait for the market to retrace to this zone. Okay, that is NZD count. Here we have some buyers and we have some. Now we can see the market got rejection. After getting rejection, we have a hammer candlestick. Now a buyer's entry. So once the candle close, you can start buying. Don't buy immediately. So pay attention. Once the candle close, you can start buying. NZD USD, the buyers are still in control of the market. Maybe the buyers will go up a little while on rejection or maybe complete resistance before it starts selling. USD card, now rejection from sellers. Next candle should be red. If the next candle is red, sell immediately. So here's the CHF, rejection from buyers. If the next candle is green, buy. Here's the JPY, the sellers are in control of the market this time. So maybe you should start buying from this level. The market making retracement to this level. And silver, the market got rejection from this level, but the trend is still down. So if the candle close, you can start selling silver. So I didn't see an opportunity on gold because of this gap. So this is how you analyze the market and predict candle. So some of this analysis might not be 100% sure, might not be 100% sure, but it might be something that you really want to know about how to analyze the forex market. So always pay attention to the candle, the formation of the candle, and the noise in the market, rejection, patterns, trend. So these are the things you pay attention to when you are trading the forex market. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for today. So let's see by Friday. Let's see what's going to happen to some of this trade. Okay, let's see what's going to happen to some of this trade Friday. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you like my video, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.